A weekly edutainment and knowledge sharing program aired live specifically to share with you topics that contribute knowledge to the society. Every week, Knowledge Talks hosts and invites guests that are experts, professionals, and leaders from the fields locally that bring wealth of knowledge to you. Knowledge Talks also highlights and promotes talents in the country that contribute knowledge and success to the nation. This program, ladies and gentlemen, is a weekly session that I will have with you every Tuesday at 5 p.m. I'm your host, Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer, Ahmed Al Aremi, for an hour bringing you free knowledge at your doorsteps on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned after this music break for today's very interesting knowledge topic. Welcome back to Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer, Ahmed Al Aremi, with you here live today on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Hackers and crackers are two of the common IT terms that pop up when security discussion is concerned. The question is, are they good? Are they bad? Or what are the implications that they have in organizations and the society as a whole? Who is a hacker? How does a hacker work? How can you become a hacker? Is our discussion today on Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. My guest this week on Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen, is Nadra Al Amri. She is the IT security consultant at Protivity, who will be shedding with us light on security aspects and current scene in Oman. Nadra is an engineer with a specialization in forensic computing. Her expertise are ethical hacking, internet information security, computer forensic, cyber law, investigation, analysis, disaster recovery, and management. Nadra's strong technical skills is not just in using testing schools, but also adopting a holistic approach to scrutinize people, process, and technology. Nadra also helps to protect clients from potential costly breaches, loss of intellectual property, business disruption, and reputation damage. Nadra testing expertise to test controls is for the purpose to protect confidentiality, integrity, and availability of key systems and data, as well as cost and limitation that security controls place on organizations. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nadra, how are you doing today?
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. I'm good, thanks Tariq. Thanks for having me on your show. It's definitely an honor. And a lot of people have been talking about your show. And everyone is looking forward to hearing this particular show, actually.
Well, I'll tell you the truth about it. It's that they are not looking to listen to the particular show. They were looking forward to have Nadra on the show. It's very, very simple. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you a bit of a background story. When I came looking for you all those days to get you onto the show, and finally I was able to negotiate to get you on the show. Thank you so much, because you said you want to come and share your knowledge. Alhamdulillah. And then when I posted and let people know that you are coming finally, let me tell you what, I received too many messages, too many fans that you have, and too many people looking forward. And I know a lot of people are listening to this program. MashaAllah.
That's good to know. That's really good to know.
That's because of your personality, and I wish you all the best at all times, inshallah.
Thank you.
Nadra, tell me one thing. Mm-hmm. Are you a hacker?
I'm not a hacker per se. I'm an ethical hacker.
MashaAllah. I like that.
There's a difference between a hacker and an ethical hacker. A hacker is basically someone who would want to penetrate into someone's system without their consent. An ethical hacker is done differently. It's done the complete opposite. So, for example, you would want me to hack into your system to check your security controls. So you would say, okay, Nadra, I would like you to hack into my system. So that's the difference between hacking and ethical hacking. And you also have different types of hackers. You have the black hat hacker, white hat hacker, and the gray hat hacker.
Okay.
The black hat hacker is basically the type of hacker who hacks for, personal, just for personal, what would I say?
Motives?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Just to seek revenge or whatever the case is, yani.
And that's really bad.
Yes, and that's your normal typical hacker. And your white hat hacker is basically an ethical hacker, and your gray hat is in between. So
Okay.
a gray hat hacker, a typical example would be a person who has knowledge with hacking, and they would try and hack into someone's, for example, website, but they would not try to gain any information or would try to steal any information, I would say. They would actually inform you. So they would do it, I would say, for fun.
Okay.
Okay, and they wouldn't do it as, for bad motives, as you said.
Okay, very interesting definition, ladies and gentlemen, from Nadra. There are three types of hackers. You've got the black hacker. These are the ones who does destruction, and some of them would like popularity and fame. They are not famous, unfortunately. And you've got the gray hacker, who is between the black and white. Mm-hmm. They would know how to get into the system, but they will not cause destruction. And finally, white hackers is like Nadra. A white hacker is someone who gets into a system with your permission, ladies and gentlemen, and then ethically tells you what are the flaws that are to this system. Mm-hmm. Nadra, hackers in Oman. Are there any hackers in Oman? Apart from yourself.
That's a good question. Are we talking about ethical hackers now or just normal hackers?
Both. Like black, gray, white, if there's red.
We do have quite a bit of unethical hackers or black hat hackers, and they're quite good, actually, I have to say.
Okay.
And that's why I would advise a lot of companies to properly have control systems and not to underestimate the knowledge and the potential that the Omanis. I wouldn't say that it's Omanis per se who actually do the hacking, but we have hackers in Oman.
We have hackers in Oman.
Yes.
So there are hackers in Oman, not necessarily only Omanis, and organization needs to be very, very careful.
Yes, and because a lot of times I feel that people don't take it seriously. They feel like, oh, this is not going to happen in Oman, but there are quite a few cases.
There's a number of governmental and also corporates in Oman which were hacked their site, where they were defaced.
Yes.
In which the site, the welcome page has been changed to a page that is not their pages.
Yes.
And this was done by people in Oman.
Yeah, normally what a hacker would do is basically they would hack into someone's system, and they would make sure that that they've hacked into your system. So they would display some sort of a message as in like, okay, you've been hacked by so-and-so, and basically that's
no, but when they
how
say
do
so-and-so, aren't they worried that they can be caught? Or basically when they say so-and-so, they usually use
like a code name. Like a code name. They wouldn't obviously use their name. Like they wouldn't say, okay, my name is so-and-so. But they would use a code name. And that's part of an achievement, I guess, for them. Like, okay, I've done it, and this is the result. Basically, you need to do something about your network.
Yeah, but that is very, very serious, because imagine a company XYZ, one of the telecom, of the banking, or the insurance companies out there. They have their website being hacked, and then they've got a lot of customers, thousands or even millions of customers over there.
Yes.
Then that costs a lot of money to these companies.
Yes,
you do agree?
Yes. It's really horrible for their reputation. And we do have quite a few cases in very big, large organizations and in very big banking organizations that are really famous, that have had quite a few cases of hacking. And not just from within Oman, but even from abroad.
What's your opinion about these companies and these government institutions?
I think they have to basically revisit, their security controls and take these things very seriously.
Okay.
I mean, we should now shift from traditional ways and into more, because we have so many loopholes that can affect an organization. We have so many devices now being connected to an organization. You have people coming in with their mobile devices. I'm sure you've heard of the term of bring your own device.
Yeah, BYOD.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, so things like that, can put an organization at risk.
And one thing what I've noticed, Nadra, is everybody's got mobile phones. So you've got iPhone, you've got Android, you've got Windows Phone, and all these mobile phones that are out there. And then everybody comes inside. These are not just like your normal phones. They are smartphones. They are becoming computers. In fact, computers will be replaced with this.
Yeah.
Some people are bringing their tablets. And when they come into organizations, and the organization not controlling these devices, that's itself a threat.
Yeah, people receiving their emails and, it's definitely a big threat. It's definitely a big threat.
When you mention the word security controls, what do you mean by that?
Your typical security controls. You have your firewalls, you have your antivirus softwares, you have your honeypot systems, intrusion detection systems.
Okay, so these security controls that you're talking about, from your antivirus being updated, your firewalls being protecting the systems, and the different measures that you've mentioned. Now, organizations, do they know about this in general? Yes or no?
Yes, of course they do.
Do they take care about them?
They do take care about it, but it depends on also the infrastructure.
When you say infrastructure, what do you mean by that?
The
systems. The system that they have in the applications.
The way you would design it, the way you would put things into place.
Yeah. So basically, architecture of the organization.
And you also have patching, which is extremely important when you have to patch your systems and keep them up to date. That's also another thing that's very important.
Yeah. Do organizations do that? Maybe yes, maybe
so.
not. Some
I
of them.
hope so.
The ones that are not hacked, maybe not. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break before we return with our interesting session today on security with Nadra. Nadra, our discussion today is on IT security and the scene that is happening in Oman. You are an IT consultant at Protivity.
Yes.
Please tell me about Protivity.
Protivity, okay, I'll explain to you Protivity in the IT perspective, since I'm in the IT department. So we have an IT department which is headed by our very special head. His name is Mr. Vikrant Nath, and he's very, very well known.
Okay.
And we basically have IT governance. We do the managing of the business of IT, management of IT security and privacy, managing applications and data.
Okay, so that's what you do. You guys do in Protivity. That's very good, and I'm sure you have been involved at working with a number of companies already in Oman.
Yes.
And your opinion about the companies in Oman is that there are some that are secured and some need to secure themselves.
Yes.
You have done computer forensic. What is computer forensic?
Okay, so I'll start by by explaining what the word forensic is. The word forensic actually comes from the Latin word forensis, and it means for use in courts, and it is also used to obtain and analyze evidence and to convince a court that the evidence can actually be relied upon. Computer forensics, on the other hand, is the application of investigation and analysis techniques to gather and preserve evidence from a particular computing device, basically.
Okay, so does it mean, in just to simplify the terminology, is that you've got a device that has got data into them, and this data has been deleted or has been or a hard disk where the content has been formatted. Forensic are the people who goes there and revives this data.
Not necessarily deleted. You would have a couple of cases where it's like that, but basically it's, for example, you have a crime scene, okay? And I'm not talking about dead bodies, sort of a crime scene, not necessarily in that perspective.
Into computing, like CSI kind of thing.
Yeah, you could. It sounds more interesting that way. But for example, there's a fraud.
Okay.
And we need to, and they call up the forensic team to come and investigate this sort of a fraud. So you would you would seize the evidence, which is the hard drive, and of course you're not allowed to even touch the computer. You're not allowed to do anything, because that would just change. It would basically alter.
That's as a criminal guy. Whoever's been caught will be told, don't touch the computer, don't do anything. You go and take the computer and
this
you
is
start...
the forensic investigator.
Forensic
Yeah, the
investigator,
computer
okay.
forensic investigator. Yeah, so you would seize the hard drive, and then you would basically take a forensic image.
Okay.
And then from that forensic image, that's when you would be able to run a forensic tool such as Helix.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And then you analyze the data, and then you have to basically solve the crime. You crack the crime.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
that's
a tough job.
interesting.
It's a tough job. It's a tedious job. You have to go into different files, and you basically have to read emails, look at the documents that are there, and so you could find all loads of stuff in there because everyone uses their computers these days.
Yeah.
So...
But this
you
is
could get
also
it.
not only with computer, but this is with a mobile phone, any electronic devices, right?
Yeah.
So Blackberries and all that.
Yeah.
Now, you said this is a tedious job. This is a boring one too. No, whether you mentioned
I
boring.
wouldn't say boring. No, I didn't say boring.
Just
It's-
checking on that.
It's tedious because you have to go through, for example, imagine going through someone's emails of a span of a month.
Ouch.
Going each and every email sent, email received, and reading it and understanding it and analyzing it. Okay, did he have any sort of communication that's related to the crime? And basically that's how it's done.
Typical like an investigator, like the one in a police department, an investigator would do, but this is more done in the information technology arena.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah. Yes, it's quite
Or is
interesting.
it yeah
I
or
think
no?
I think it's quite interesting.
Okay, so you're passionate
Yeah.
about it.
Yes, of course I'm.
No wonder you're computer forensic. But you guys are very dangerous, man. Because you can get all our devices, and if you check all the things that we have.
Don't think that once you've deleted everything, that means that's it. No, everything can be obtained, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, very interesting information here. You have your computer, you have got your mobile phone, you got your tablet. Today, everyone has got their devices, which they have all the information in from their photos, their data, and everything. You go ahead, you start deleting them, and you think people can't get them back. No, they could get them back. And you've got here Nadra. Nadra is an Omani. She's one of the great computer forensics. She will take your device and return all the data back to you. So be very, very careful on the kind of information that you put in. Now tell me one thing, Nadra. What is your typical day at work?
Wow, my typical day at work is just like any other person's day at work because I do consulting. So I would say my typical day at work I'd basically go to work. I'd have to read my emails and probably meet up with a couple of clients. Once I meet up with them, I have to write my notes and, And as a consultant, of course, we have to provide recommendations and solutions for the client. And
anything that is related to security, that's what you do.
Yeah.
A computer forensic professional, or what would their typical day do? Let's say a computer forensic. Let's say someone studies computer forensic, or someone is a professional computer forensic, and they work in a place that is into crime investigation. That's what you've mentioned it. Their typical days would be going to an organization, getting the machines probably in devices, and running a forensic into them. Is that right?
Well, you would have to get it from a crime scene.
You need to get it in a crime scene.
Yeah, not necessarily a crime scene. I'm speaking in a technical way, but a crime scene, as in, for example, you get called, like I said, and there's some fraud that's happened in some company, and they want you to, and they basically have a suspect, and they tell you, okay, we'd like you to do some investigation on this person's device, and that's how it is. So I wouldn't say that every day is.
It's a bad day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially a place like Oman, alhamdulillah, we're blessed.
I wouldn't say that, every day is, filled with fraud and no. But, the more fraud, the better for us. That's how we get to investigate more. But no, alhamdulillah, we're not that bad.
Alhamdulillah. Now, how is the computer forensics, you see it in Oman as a profession and as the crimes that are happening in the country, as far as computing is concerned?
Well, that's a tough question, to be honest, because I don't think they publicize
the kind of information.
Yeah, this sort of information, although it would be nice and good to learn.
Companies don't want people to know that they're not doing their job, right?
Of course not. Of course not. Yeah, but even in terms of police, they wouldn't publicize such information.
Okay. Is it possible for anyone to take up the role of a computer forensic?
Again, that's That's a hard, not a hard question, but I mean, it's like asking me, can anyone take up baking?
Okay.
You know, it all depends on...
It needs Nabila to do the baking, I think.
Exactly. It all depends on passion. If you like it, you take it up, you study it, and you practice it. So that's basically how it is.
Okay. How many years did you do the computer forensic course?
I did a master's in it.
Okay, you did a master's in computer forensics.
Yes,
So
yes.
your degree was in computer science, probably.
It's a master's of science in computer forensics.
Computer forensic. There are
Yeah.
a lot of you found a lot of people have been attending the course.
Yes, mostly men.
Mostly men.
Actually, all men. I was the only woman in the course.
No wonder you're unique. I tell you that.
It was
Mashallah.
quite tough. It was quite tough, I have to say.
How many computer forensic are there in Oman?
In Oman, I didn't do my course here. I did it in the UK. So I was mainly with other Europeans.
Okay.
And in Oman, we have quite a few, actually.
Oh,
Male.
computer forensics.
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen quite a few. Mostly men. It's
Okay.
definitely a male-dominated area.
Area.
Yeah.
Okay, but I believe equally or even better women can do in this role. Do you agree with me?
I do believe in that, yes, because women definitely pay attention to detail more than men.
Mashallah.
So that's something that you definitely need when you have to analyze data.
Mashallah. What is now being a woman in the technology sector? What do you think are the challenges that come along with it?
Quite a bit of challenges. I just have to say that we need to be given an opportunity as well. The same as the men, basically, because we're capable. We're also capable, because you do have some criticism here and there, or you're a woman, and a couple of interviews I've been to, they've asked me why I have actually taken up IT. And
Okay.
I found that quite insulting, actually, because I have the same brains,
You have the same brains. You have the same capability, and you are ambitious, better than us men. Simple as that.
Well, thanks for that.
No, I can tell you that. I know many women who do very, very well in IT more than men. To be honest, do you know the CEO of Yahoo, Marisa Mayer?
Yes, I've read about her.
She is the CEO of Yahoo, one of the leading, or once been a leading search engine, and mashallah, she's doing very, very well.
Yes.
And you've got the chief operation officer of Facebook as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's a lady, and I believe they could do very, very well. And I believe even in Oman they could do very, very well.
Yes.
There's many women to that. And in technology, why not? I have been studying in Canada, and women who are doing very, very well. Of course, I had to work very, very hard. I will not deny, but they were doing very, very well. Now, what would your advice be to other women seeking to take the technology route?
Go for it.
I like that. That was
Go
very
for
short,
it.
very strong.
Yes, and don't ever underestimate yourself. You can do it just as much as other men can do it, basically.
What are the things you would like to advise them before they get into technology? Yani, what are the skill set, or what kind of knowledge do they need to be in science or art? Or what are your advice? Say, these are the advice. I need them to know A, B, C, D before they get into that, especially your experience. You're graduated right now. They need to know math. They need to know A. What are they?
You definitely have your math and physics, mainly because you do come across electronics at some point in your course. And it's mainly technology. You have to have a passion for technology and for security and for your sciences. And I think it's just like any other course. If you're hardworking, then you're definitely capable.
Okay. Have you heard about... That's very interesting. Have you heard about the Middle East Cybersecurity Conference that is expected to happen next week?
Yes.
I heard they are bringing a lot of companies, and they are coming up with a lot of speakers here from the government, private sector, to speak about security. I think it will be very, very interesting to bring up these gentlemen with us. So let us take a quick break and know what is happening with the cybersecurity event happening next week. Welcome back to Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer Ahmed Al Aremi, with you here live today on Oman Radio FM 90.4. The Middle East Cybersecurity is happening next week, where all the hackers will be coming under one roof. And now we are heading to the people and team and the organizers behind the event. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tariq, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing? Is this the great Mr. Ali?
Yes, this is Muhammad Ali. How are you?
I'm great, Mr. Muhammad Ali. How are you doing today, my friend?
Listeners. I'm fine.
Muhammad Ali, you guys are having an event happening next week, the Middle East Cybersecurity. Today, our topic is with my dear guest Nadra, who is an IT consultant at Portivity, is on security, hacking, and the scenes in Oman and the education that is available. You guys are having an event which is happening next week. Tell us about it.
Hello?
Tell us about the event.
Yes, first of all, as you mentioned my name, Muhammad Ali, okay, we are from Muscat Expo, okay, and we are organizing this conference, Middle East Cybersecurity Conference, in collaboration with ITA Oman CERT, OCERT.
Okay, the government ITA is supporting this event.
For this conference.
Excellent.
Hello?
Yes?
Yes. So this event is happening next week from 15 to 16 September at the Golden Tulip Hotel, Steep. Okay. And this conference is co-located with one more of our exhibition, basically, on fire safety and security by the name of OPSEC. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So let's start with, first of all, I will share some statistics that about Oman and the cybersecurity trend over here. So, I feel proud in, mentioning this, that as per the Global Cybersecurity Index and the World Economic Forum, Alhamdulillah and mashallah, the Sultanate of Oman is on the third number, that is, in terms of the nation that is best prepared for the cybersecurity attacks.
MashaAllah, the third around the world.
From all over the world, yeah.
Amazing.
On the first number, it is United States of America. On the second number, it is Canada. And on the third number, it is Oman globally.
What a great information you're sharing. But now, how do you base this information, Ali?
Yes, see, we got this information from the the blogs and content of the World Economic Forum.
Okay.
And there is you can say a global society by the name of Global Cybersecurity Index that measures, because we are living in an environment where all of the things are digital, the data, the records, each and everything.
Exactly.
So it's like data protection is something very, very vital for the you can say the sovereignty of every country, all right? Because it's a digital age. Once it goes down, you might be living in a stone age.
True.
So that's the reason you guys might be seeing so many movies just being made on the subject of hacking and hacking attacks all over the world. So this is you can say the hottest trend, and Alhamdulillah, we are proud that Sultanate of Oman, third best country prepared in all of the world against the cybersecurity attacks.
Amazing.
The score that Sultanate of Oman got from one was 0.675. Sorry, 765 to be accurate.
MashaAllah, awesome. So Oman is well geared and is on top of the game when it comes to security.
Alhamdulillah. And I would like to say that all the credit goes to the efforts of ITA's OCERT. Okay.
Okay.
Because the team over there, they are doing a wonderful job, because they are the ones who have placed Oman in the third position globally. Implementing these policies for the cybersecurity attacks, enabling the companies, imparting the education, giving and sharing the knowledge, each and everything. So I think there should be a lot of applause and
round of applause. Well done to ITA team. Now, organizations, companies. What do you think about the companies? Are they secured in Oman?
See, definitely, that's what we need to make them aware of. Okay?
So that's what the event is going to do.
Yeah, obviously, because under the main you can say the objective of organizing this conference along with ITA OCERT is to bring all the ministries, the financial institutions, the IT audit companies, the private companies from all over Oman under one roof, okay, to deliver what are the best cybersecurity trends among the world, okay, where we are standing, because we are in the third position right now. Okay?
True.
But this is not it. We need to go towards the first position.
I love that. That's ambitious. That's what thinking big, my friend.
Yeah, obviously, because like in this ranking, like it can always go down, it can always go up.
True, like the stock market.
Yeah, because cybersecurity, you never know. Like on daily basis, there are so many viruses coming out. You yourself know very well. So this is like it's a platform for sharing and transfer of knowledge. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is, and to explain you a bit further, the companies that will be coming in this conference, Middle East Cybersecurity Conference, are Dell, Fortinet, Bitdefender, CyberRoam, Pinecon, then AirWatch. It is a globally recognized company on
Awesome.
cybersecurity.
So these are all international leading companies that are into the umbrella of security. Awesome. Now, will these companies be speaking as well?
Yes, definitely.
So they will be speaking and sharing. Could you share some of the topics that will be shared?
Let me give you a brief overview of who the speakers will be, so that the listeners, they should know that, okay, these people from these kind of scenarios are coming over here. Okay. First of all, we'll be honored to have a welcome address by Engineer Badr Ali Al Salehi, who is the Director General of Oman National CERT.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So first of all, we will be honored to have the welcome address by Engineer Badr Ali Al Salehi, who is the Director General of Oman National CERT.
From the ITA, Information Technology Authority.
Yeah, ITA, OCERT, all right?
Yes.
And then, for the first time over here in Oman, we are inviting Mr. Ayham Yasmine, okay, who is the Criminal Investigation Officer for the Cybersecurity Department of Interpol.
Awesome. Now, that's interesting, Nadra. We were just talking about the criminal investigation and the issues that are happening. In fact, today our topic, Ali, is on criminal investigation, the computer forensic. And Nadra is one of the, mashallah, leading women, Omani women, who is into the computer forensic and the crime. So that will be interesting, I think, Nadra.
Yes, it will, I think.
Yeah, that will be very interesting. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Then moving towards from the GCC region, okay, we are inviting the Risk Management and Compliance Operations Director, Mr. Ahmad Hassan, who works in Do Telecom.
Okay. In Do Telecom, huh? Okay.
In Do Telecom. Then similar to OCERT, okay, we are inviting the speakers from QCERT, the other CERT division.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we have from Oman, the speakers especially that I wanted to mention are Mr. Faris Al-Kharousi, who is the Head of Business Excellence in Petroleum Development of Oman, PDO.
Have you been giving, by the way, any criteria or what subjects you're looking for, or is the subjects just an open discussions, Ali?
See, every speaker, they have researched their own topics.
Okay.
Okay, so they will be presenting their own topics, like about the separate sectors, what they have experienced, they have researched on it. They will be representing those topics to the audiences and the delegates attending the conference over there.
Okay, that's very interesting. Ali, thank you very much for sharing with us about the cybersecurity conference. I think this kind of conference is very important for us to have such things happening in Oman. You're doing a great job, Ali. I wish you and all your team the very best, my friend.
Thank you for having me on air and giving me an opportunity to convey this to all of the people over here in Oman and the importance of cybersecurity. And first of all, then again, congratulations to all of Oman for being the third most vigilant country in terms of cybersecurity.
Barakallahu feek. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take a quick break before we return to our interesting subject today with Nadra. Interesting events happening in Oman and very great news that Oman is rated third. What do you think about that, Nadra?
I think that's excellent news, and it's very comforting also.
Yeah, very comforting. Yeah. In fact, it's in line with what you shared as well. I mean, it's good to get to have these people who are researching into it, and Ali being a project manager, certifying that Oman, mashallah, is doing well and is on top of the game as far as security is concerned.
Yep,
now,
true.
with such awareness, they're doing their program, a number of people speaking about hacking and so on. What do you think else that can be done in Oman to promote and have an awareness as far as IT security is concerned?
Generally, I think we should have some hackathons.
Okay.
I think that would be I think that would be really interesting, especially for the youth. We would raise awareness on what hacking is and the countermeasures we need to take, and it's a fun way of campaigning it basically. And whoever has the passion to hack can hack in a legal way, basically.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So imagine they give us these computers or system or organization to hack. That would be
yeah,
fun.
Yeah, you set up a lab and everything, and you just go ahead and hack your life away.
Yeah, I like that. Nadra, after the show today, let's sit together and think how to let's you and I go out and have these hackathons done.
Yes.
Inshallah. Any future plans you have, Nadra? You're computer forensic right now, and you've studied computer forensic, and you're IT consultant.
Yeah.
In one of the great organizations in Oman. What is your future plans?
My future plans, and just like any techie person is, you just have to read and learn and educate yourself furthermore. There's no stopping here. Every year there's something new, and that's basically my plan. I'm sticking to what I do, and that's about it.
I love that, and I respect that very, very high. Ladies and gentlemen, education is a C, and what like Nadra is saying, keep working very, very hard. Keep updating yourself, because the moment you stop improving and updating yourself, you will sink in the sea, like how the Titanic ship has sunk in the sea. I mean, that's very, very important. And as it's known, whoever seeks for knowledge, Allah will open and show them the path to the paradise, inshallah.
Exactly.
Nadra, thank you very much for joining us today on Oman Radio FM
Thank you
90.4
so
to
much.
share about your journey and
My
about
pleasure.
your profile. You have shared fantastic, and I'm sure the
Gladly.
audience and a lot of friends over there are very happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I would like to take this opportunity to wish you the very best and success in all you do, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, dokie, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our program for this week. I hope you all had an intriguing time with us. Let us catch up again next week on Tuesday, same time at 5 p.m. I'm your host, Tariq Al Barwani, along with our studio engineer, Ahmed Al Aremi, wishing you all a happy and a pleasant week. Ma'a salama.
The Nation Station. Oman FM.